Yo, what's up, El Cap? Marco, what's going on? Eagle Scout, how you doing? I got family coming in this week, so I can't do my normal Thursday live. They're coming in Wednesday night, and then I have a graduation that I'm going to on Friday, so we got to get up early Friday to drive down to North Carolina from Virginia. So I just wanted to get online. I'm going to try to do it as many times as I can this week. Just go vertical for a little bit to chat with some of you all, and then just kind of talk about a few things that I wanted to cover. First, I got a couple of new things in. What's up, Joe? How you doing, man? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I decided MPG EDC was my inspiration for just doing the vertical this way, like a tabletop vertical. Kind of doing it a little bit different. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? How y'all guys doing? Appreciate y'all stopping by. Jim, good to see you. Oh, Eagle. Well, welcome, my friend. I appreciate it. Normally, I do a full live stream on Thursdays from like 6 to 7 ish. They never really end on time. And then occasionally I'll do these verticals. I have not been doing them consistently here lately because of scheduling conflict, but it was kind of nice to be able to get on here. I don't have any rush or any pressures this evening, so I thought I would hop on here. I do need to talk about the AK giveaway, and I'm going to do that here in just a minute. Twice Born, how you doing? Good to see you. Man, we got a lot of folks in the chat. Appreciate you guys showing out tonight. It's kind of weird because normally, like, I'm recording from this angle, so I'm off to the side trying to read the chat. I appreciate you guys stopping in this evening. Hey, Brian. Llewellyn, hey, how's it going? Good to see you guys. All right, so really quick, let me get the 8K update out of the way in the beginning, just in case anybody's watching this later. So I've been talking with some folks over at Wixco about the Drax stop pin and the location on the stop pin on this one. This one's really, really close to the edge. So they've been asking me some questions. I've been following up with them. So I'm going to pull this one back out of the batch that I had shown in the giveaway video. So I do apologize for that, but I'm working with them and talking to them about this. So I can't quite give it away because they've been asking me for some pictures and things of that nature. So I'm going to hang on to this one, and then I am going to substitute this and one other. So I'm going to throw in, I love my CJRB Echo. I've had so many of them. I thought it would be cool for someone that maybe doesn't have one to potentially have a shot at getting one of these. So I'm going to rope that in and pull the Drax out. And then I've ordered one other thing that I'm waiting to come in. So when that gets here, I'll show that, because I think, if I'm right, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7, and I can't remember what my 8th was. I'll look back at what I have, but I don't think, and maybe it was in the video. Maybe I'll go back to the video and look, but not 100% sure what it was that I had in there. But I'm going to swap these two out and then add one more in until I can finish working with Wixco on that particular one. I don't get a ton of stuff in from Olight and O-Knife. Usually it's stuff that I've bought, but they offered to send me the U1. And at first I was kind of like, it's another utility knife, but it seemed really interesting. And don't worry, they have just a plain Jane version, because I know a lot of you out there are not going to like the dessert theme here. But I didn't realize it, and it's really hard to see, but it has micro milling in it that goes diagonal like this. And I didn't realize it, but it actually has a hidden screwdriver or driver that you can probably swap out for Torx. I have a mini driver like this that I keep in my work backpack just in case something comes loose or something like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. It is button actuated, but it's not like on bearings or anything. So you got to unlock it from the open position with the plunge lock, and then you kind of just manually close it. And then pretty standard crossbar lock is done well, I got to say. Plenty of space to kind of choke up on that. And then it just takes a standard utility blade. I opened a box today with it, and it works pretty well. And my wife hasn't seen it yet, so I don't know how long I'll be able to hang on to it. but I need to make some content on that one and kind of give my impressions on that one. But it's pretty robust. It's got a full steel liner. It's neat how they did it though. The way the liner works is it kind of U-shapes. I'm not going to be really able to show it on the vertical. So it kind of comes up so that this is riding on that one, and then it goes down so this can stow in here where the liner normally would go all the way through. So I think that's kind of neat how they decided to do that. And I think it's a cool option for folks that maybe don't want to carry a knife if they're at work or if they're doing a lot of like dirty, grimy stuff. This is a great option because you can just use the blade till it dulls, unlock it, and exchange it. I always liked that. That's the one reason that I liked the zipper from Tactile. I think it's a really nice option. But anyway, we got quite a few folks in here. You guys want to see what I picked up since I couldn't go to Blade Show. I did pick up something secondhand. I was going to completely unbox it, but because I bought it secondhand, I wanted to check to make sure I got what was agreed upon. And I got a really good price on it, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, Eagle Scout, I got Instagram. I think it's either daily_GearGuide. It might be in the description. I can't remember if the vertical lives upload my default description or not. It's definitely in the description of like any of my regular videos. I just recently switched over from JD for EDC to DailyGearGuide, just to kind of have a more holistic name for the channel. And I don't have any of my other digital devices up here to pull it up here real fast. I should have brought my tablet. But anyway, you guys want to see what's in the pouch? Let me know in the comments. I just threw some other stuff out here because a couple of knives that I picked up, I wouldn't necessarily say this is a grail. I actually got this one on a whim and really liked it. Thank you, Marco. I appreciate it. There's the link, Eagle Scout. I used to post a ton of pictures on Instagram. They really aren't friendly to EDC as far as the community is concerned and making recommendations on the account. So I've only been posting videos, but a couple of people have been asking me why I don't post pictures anymore. So I may go back to just doing a daily post for pictures because I don't want to deprive anyone of seeing what I'm carrying in my pockets or anything like that. Hey, Kathleen, how you doing? Brian put it in there as well. Yeah, no spaces at daily_GearGuide. I thought that's how it was. I think it's one way for Instagram and then a different way for TikTok. It's really weird. Hey, Bellarum, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. We'll dive into this. I just want to make sure that you guys are actually even interested in what came in that's in the pouch there. And again, thank you guys for stopping by. This is just like a impromptu vertical that I wanted to do, and then MPG EDC was my inspiration to kind of doing like a vertical tabletop because normally I just do the front facing. Kelly says always interested. Yeah, the O Knife Panda Man. That one was pretty interesting. You know, they offered to send it to me. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's surprisingly well done. And if you didn't like the dessert theme on there, they just had the black. I can't tell if I got to go back and look. I can't tell if it's G10. It's really hard to see, but there's actually micro milling and it's going diagonal across it. So it's got a good grip and texture to it. So again, I do like these for people that are like working on dirty, grimy stuff because it has the disposable blade and maybe you just don't want to, you know, use your good knife or a nice knife for that. That's why I do like these. So, and it's done well. I didn't look to see if it has an adjustable crossbar lock. This literally came in today. It's not, because I wasn't sure if Kaiser is still doing these for O Knife or not. But I mean, it's tuned really well. Very snappy. Pretty cool little piece. I'm gonna be doing some content on that. Giving my thoughts. Panda said, I wish I would have picked up the Donut i3T when it was available. Yeah, because once they don't make it and it's on the secondary, it's a pain in the butt. Oh, is this a Blade HQ? Jim says that's a Blade HQ. I didn't realize that. Oh, I do forget that they have I don't know if it's rights or claim. I guess they have claim to the donut sprinkles specifically. I guess they have it to the, what do they call the wiener line or whatever it is with the hot dog and mustard on the blade. It's really, really weird. Panda said, I just see donut and I want it. Kelly says, they say they do. They say they do. Hey, Robin, how's it going? Getting ready to share. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to have to swap the Drax out for the Echo. I've been talking with Wixco about this one, and I'm taking pictures and talking to them about that stop pin. So I need this a little bit longer to talk to them. I was really excited to be able to kind of dump this one in there because I think it's going to be a favorite, but you're not going to be able to see it in this live stream. But the stop pin, I'm trying to remember where it stops. I mean, it hits really close. I did the disassembly kind of showing where it is, and I really like the knife. So if there's a chance they can move the stop pin back, I don't know how it would work. Or if they can just use the crossbar lock to stop it like the bug out does. I think that'd be a cool fix. And then I need to add one in. I think I miscounted 7. In the bag. Okay, you guys want to see what's in the bag. All right, I got to be careful because there's a card that comes with it, certificate of authenticity. So I'll show you the package first, the pouch, and then I'll let you take a guess as to the model. So let's do that first. All right, so it is what it says on the pouch. It is Tactile. Any guesses as to what I picked up here? And this is on the secondary because it was very affordable. Well, let me walk that back. By comparison of what they go for new, it was a much more affordable price. Kelly says a rock wall. Robin says an archer. Any other guesses? I won't. I promise I won't. Brian says, is it a slip joint? No. El Cap says the chupacabra. Okay. Jim says chupacabra. And Kelly says Maverick. Kelly says Rockwall or Maverick. All right, you guys ready? So I picked up an Archer. Guy said it was in really good condition. And he included the certificate of authenticity that is included from Tactile. It's just the plain Jane feathered, which is going to be hard to see on the live, I know. Magna Cut 63-64. This one was an early run. He picked it up very early. He's the original owner. 12/7/23. So I wanted to pick one up. And I want to say, I can't remember what, I think they're like $5.99 new, so about $200 less than what they go for new. But it seemingly looks like it's in really good shape and it was really well cared for. I have not seen any nicks, scratches, or blemishes on it. And I haven't had a chance to take it apart to clean and oil it or anything like that. But he said it was mostly carried with a little light cutting. And I'm really excited. I am very excited. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I love that I'm able to add another Grail USA made knife here from the heart of Texas. And that is the reason that I did have, thanks to Jay Dizzle, I was able to get a really good deal on the Zon. So a couple of knives that I've always been interested in this. I've never handled it. I can't wait to carry it. Now that I've shown it to everybody, I'm going to carry it a couple days this week. And it feels like the pivot might be a little tight, or maybe it just needs a little bit of lube. The lockup on it looks really good. Panda said, wait, it scrolled up really fast. Do you guys have any recommendations for a good folding knife around 150 to 200? Thinking about replacing my old one. What kind of knife do you like? Do you like titanium? Do you like micarta or carbon fiber? Does it need to have a super steel, flipper, no flipper? What do you say? Oh, Robin's good question. So many. What are you cutting? Major use scenario. Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Hey, Justin, how's it going, man? Yeah, thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, he definitely took really good care of it. And again, what I got it for is kind of where I wish they would have sold for new, but they have had no issues keeping them in stock. So what do I know? People clearly are snatching them up and buying them up, and they've had no issues moving them. So I'm glad I waited a little while to get a little bit of a deal where I felt like I was comfortable paying, for a USA flipper. I'm probably in a little while going to do the disassembly, oil it and everything, and I'll probably do it faceless since I'm already up here and kind of set up. El Cap's making some recommendations there for you, Panda, if you see it in the chat. I know the chat can move kind of quick. He says, I have the O knife Heron. I'm at an angle, so it's really tough to read a little bit. R1, I like the form factor and design. Not a huge fan of the hollow ground blade as it's not as strong as I would like it to be. Hey, MPG EDC. How you doing? Air HQ, good to see you. Show the pink one. Oh, the pink one is the O knife U1. Really cool design. You can't really see it as well on the camera right now because of how I'm streaming, but it has micro milling on it. Has a replaceable utility blade. So if you're cutting grimy, dirty, nasty stuff and you just want to preserve your nicer knife, or if you just want to use this knife, it has replaceable utility blades, as you can see there. The U1 Pro, forgot the Pro part, has a driver hidden in here with a reversible bit in it that has a flat or a Phillips head, which I think that's a nice useful feature. And then the crossbar lock. And it is on bearings. You can see it bounce when it lands. So it's really smooth action and it's tuned well. Not a lot of companies get these crossbar locks right. So this one feels very satisfying to deploy. So it's got enough resistance to it to where it's easy to flip. So hopefully that helped you there. Robin's recommending the 940 if you want something with a little bit of a thicker grind and a thicker blade stock. It's a good recommendation. I think his price point was 150 to 200. I know they are going to be releasing the Shaman lightweight. I think that's supposed to be sub 200. I think that might be a little bit tight for you. BD1N, Shaman's got a good blade stock to it, very comfortable ergos. So I think that was smart of them to drop that. I'd also say take a look at some Manix 2 lightweights, and that'll also give you the option later if you want to move from the FRN scales, you can upgrade to some aluminum applied weapon tech scales. They are very nice scales. They're very durable. I use my Manix 2 lightweight all the time. I think that's a really good recommendation as well. Yeah, that hidden driver, I think that's pretty cool that they added that in there. Kind of, to me, ventures into multi-tool territory. Titanium, who you ask? Oh, you're asking Panda if he wants a full or a medium-sized knife. I agree, Kevin. Manix 2 lightweight is a banger. Let me show mine. It's just right here, and I forgot I have my lapel mic on. So this is the Spyderco Salt. Sorry, my drink must have dripped on it. Spyderco 2 Salt with Magna Cut. I want to say like the lightweights are like usually between 150 to 190. And then if you watch, they do sales on these Applied Weapon Tech scales. They're very nice, aluminum. They keep the weight down, but very comfortable ergos as I flipped it into my index finger. I like the way that it kind of shores it up a little bit here and makes it skinny. So for me, I'm hanging off the back a little bit on this particular knife, but it is more full size, but it has that dedicated choke up, nice thicker blade stock that does get to an acute tip for puncturing, but tall flat grind's still slicey. But I don't ever really worry about this one chipping or breaking or anything like that. And this one's pretty well tuned, so I do like this a lot. I've got titanium ball cage, ceramic ball, and aluminum ball cage on mine, and then I swapped all the hardware over to titanium hardware. But it's an easy recommendation when people ask me, you know, for something affordable. And if you've never owned an USA made knife, that's another great thing about it, in my opinion. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not catching everybody's recommendations in the chat. I'm sure you're going to see a ton of them. I'm just going based off of what I have here. That's not saying like my recommendation is better than anyone else's at all. You know, there's, you know, depending on what you like aesthetically and things of that nature, you can go a bunch of different ways. Yeah, MPG is right. Kaiser's got a bunch of bangers. One that I like, depending, again, the blade shape depends on it. I'm making some content. This is why this one's on the table. But I do like the Militol. The full size gives you like a nice choke up, good blade stock on it. Again, does get to an acute tip, but it's not so dainty that I worry about this one chipping. This one has 154 cm. You can get it in Nitro V. You can get premium frame lock versions starting for like 160, and they're going to have S35VN. And I think it's my card. I don't know if they're still any of the White Mountain Knives exclusives that are out there that have the 154 cm and then the various inlays he did. But the S35VN one I think starts around 150, 160. And then you can go up to $200 for more premium materials. But I really like this one. The full steel liners make it feel strong and sturdy. And then the G10 and the inlays, depending on what you like, give you a nice hand-filling grip on there as well. And then just to kind of compare it to something, you can see about the same size as the Manix 2 Lightweight. I don't think I have anything too small out here. The Drax is a little bit smaller of a carry. And then for reference, I wear double XL size glove hands for those mechanics gloves hands. So that's kind of hopefully giving you a good point of reference. Hey, John, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you guys stopping in. I didn't even have that out here originally, but thought this would be more fun for you guys to see this stuff. The back and forth, I did want to talk a little bit about this before I hop off in a bit. The back and forth on this Vision FG is absolutely blowing my mind. So it came out, there were some reviewers, I think everybody knows this, that were a little upset. The stop pin is kind of hitting where my fingernails hit on this one. So not a lot of sharpening left on it. I've stropped mine a couple times already. I've been cutting with it just to see how long stropping alone will take to get back there. I think I'm on my third time stropping this one. Not anything crazy, just I tested after I cut. If I see it's getting kind of chippy, like it's not slicey, I'll bring the edge back to where I can get through the paper in one attempt, and then I'll leave it alone. So I'm not laying the edge back or anything like that. Anyway, Snicks came out and took like the material all the way like back here. It's crazy. So he took the angle back to about where my thumbnail is stopping. And what he's showing is when you remove that much material, the way the knife is designed, the lock, even though it's hard to see, it's way down here. I mean, not the lock, JD, the clothespin. Where my fingernail is where it's at roughly. I'm trying to see it, but it's roughly right here behind this piece of micarta, and it stops it from hitting the lock or the back strap. So he was showing like you can go that far. Yes, if you sharpen this when you're sharpening it, it will get it to a point, and then what happens when the lock hits it is it starts to flatten. It flattens it out, kind of rounds it out a little bit, but back here where you're not normally using the knife. And he's saying it's not that big a deal. And now there's reviewers coming out saying that it's going to chip and shatter. He's saying that it shouldn't be a factor about it chipping and shattering from hitting here back where the plunge grind thickens up, because I think he's saying it's like 8 millimeters thick back there where it's hitting, so the steel is thicker. So like they're back and forth. All I can tell you is I'm enjoying mine. It's a $100 knife. I know that he said he's going to talk to them about potentially moving that clothespin forward a little bit and redesigning the lock to have more material in it to be able to push it back a little bit further, so that it's a little bit back further on the plunge grind. But I'm not concerned, but I am going to report. So as I strop, I'm going to let you know when I've hit it. When I hit it, I'm going to let you know how it behaves. So that way I can kind of go through it organically, because I think what the reviewers are saying is he went back, like he didn't do it in stages. He just immediately took the material out, went back and hit that spot. And they're saying like, what happens when you're halfway there? So they're looking for a lot more testing. And he did like the extreme scenario where you've basically got, it looks hilarious. You've got like this much blade left. It ends up looking like a Vision FG with what's left. I mean, that's a lot of blade that he took out. At least it looked like it in the video and in the pictures. But anyway. I've had a couple of Bel Airs in Panda Man. I really like it. I think it's a really solid knife. Hey, El Cap, what's going on? Jay Dizzle, what's up, brother? High Desert and SoCal. I'm sure I've missed a bunch. Zon's doing well, man. I signed up to send it to Chris Reeves in September, and going to get Magna Cut. I'm going to get him to change out the S35 VN for Magna Cut blade. I got my confirmation paperwork back, and then I hold on to the paperwork. They say to wait until they notify me. So I'm kind of glad, though. I didn't notice this at first, but the lockup, if you can see it, it's almost fully over. So I'm hoping with the new blade, the lockup won't be quite so far over. I would say it's probably like 3/4 of the way over. And it doesn't move on me, and it doesn't rock or anything. So I wasn't really concerned about it, but I happened to notice it the other day. I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, I flicked it open, and I noticed that, Zon's are normally naturally kind of close, like even just moving it over slightly to the halfway point, it still looks really tight. So I'm thinking when the new blade comes on there, they may leave some stock on there. They may not, but I'm excited to send it in to get the Magna Cut blade. Oh, she told me about September. So maybe they're catching up. I don't know. I'm on the list. Now, do you have a Zon? Is that what you're waiting for, or are you waiting for something else? Maybe it varies by model. Yeah. I know that. I know it's not like normally when a new one comes in, the lockup, like I said, this one's over just a little bit more than the last one that I had. The last one that I had was just a touch back, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see how much I moved it. But it's usually right about there. And the only reason I know that is because I've seen the line that they leave on the marker. So this one has, just a touch more line to it than when they do new, which makes sense, right? To think this is a 2017. So it's been out here a little while in the world. Zon Reblade. Okay. I'm pretty sure that she said September. I don't have any of my other electronics up here, which I wish I'd have brought them up here to check it. But I'm pretty sure she said like September timeline, unless I missed the year and she's saying September 26th. But she said it'd be about September time. And I just said plain Jane, Magna Cut, stock flipper, stock thumb studs. I don't think there are any other thumb studs that they offer, but just the standard thumb studs and everything. This is I was showing this off earlier, Jay Dizzle. This was one that I picked up here very recently on the second hand. So I've always wanted to check out the Archer. I love that it's also a USA made. Got it for like 200 under retail. One owner, and I think they picked it up December 23. So like some of the earlier batches. I don't know if they've done anything to these since they've come out, but it feels well made. I can't wait to disassemble, clean, lube it, and all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I expect September to come and go. Unless they're hiring people that they're able to train and they're getting caught up. So I'm on the list. It's now just a waiting game. Hey, Jody, how's it going? Yeah, I just didn't, I understand who the designer is, and I understand, the feather design and the milling that's on there, which again, I don't think shows up well on this camera. I just think they're a little bit high, especially for like their first run on a knife that's premium and done like this, coming from, the rock walls and the what was the other one I had from them? The Maverick. I think those were, I know that they're not making a ton of profit on those knives either. I get it, but it was just such a big jump, is all I was saying, from one to the other. And a lot of you guys thank you guys for talking. This is why I love this community. All these people in here helping Panda Man, getting information to give. Yes, S45 is an option. LCAP. Sorry, I'm scrolling back now. But thank you guys for helping Panda Man. This is why I love this community, Panda Man. Everybody's going to be able to help you. They're going to probe and ask some questions to try to make sure they give you a good recommendation. They just don't want to recommend something that you won't end up being happy with. You're going to get it in hand and people be like, why did they recommend this knife? I don't like it. Sage 5 is awesome MPG. I'm actually probably next year, I know it's not going to happen this year, but next year I'll probably pick up a Sage 6. I want to see what the button compression lock is like on the Sage. I actually like the Sage and recommend the Sage over top of the Para 3. I like the ergos better and the blade shape a little bit better. But that's an outstanding recommendation from MPG. Anyone else pick up a Buster? Like, I don't know. It seems like there's so much drama around it, and I think it's an awesome knife. And I don't think I think Snicks is like, hey, I hear what y'all are saying. I'm gonna run some tests and share my results. And it was just a quick test to show how it was designed to work, because it's not like a traditional frame lock or liner lock. So I feel like he was trying to do good. I don't think he was trying to, refute what people's concerns were. I think he was trying to like, hey, I know those are concerns and I did design the knife to work a certain way. So I don't know. I feel like my concerns are alleviated and I still carry and use the knife. Like, I have no concerns. LCAP said, I'd get S45 VN before Magna Cut. I don't disagree with you. I just want to see what Chris Reeves Magna Cut is like, because I had a S45 VN Sabenza and Cosi, and I think my Zahn was S45 VN. So I just wanted to get Magna Cut from them just to see how their Magna Cut is and how it performs. And if I don't like it and it doesn't hold up well, then, next year maybe I'll send it back for a reblade again, or however long the wait list is. For what they're charging, it's really not, it's not a concern. You probably could buy like a premium Militol for a few bucks more than what they're charging for a full blade and service. So I'm not too concerned. But I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I understand why you're saying that. Yeah, Jay Dizzle brings up a good point. Normally, I would say your advantage is going to be, I think your edge retention and wear resistance are going to be really competitive on the S35 and S45EN if you like it to, hold its edge a long time, especially if you're going through the effort of laying the edge back, putting your own edge on it. It's going to keep that edge longer without needing to be stropped and getting thick until you need to resharpen it again. So I can see why folks like the S35 and S45EN, but I haven't had the opportunity to experience their magnet cut yet. So I really wanted to check it out. If you follow the channel, I kind of do that through Spyderco. I've had their M4, their S90V, their magnet cut, really well done, by the way, their S30V, their S45VN. I have not had their 15V yet, which people are telling me that's going to be gone when they're done. They're done. I've had their, it's a really weird one. It was a Cutlery Shop exclusive steel, and I'm drawing a blank on what it was. Hey, Miguel, what's going on, man? We got some channels in the chat too, guys. I apologize. I'm not calling those channel out. Miguel EDC, MPG EDC has her own channel. Who else have I missed that has their own channel? Hey, Alex, how's it going? I carry too much stuff. No room in the pocket for a big knife. There's always room for a big knife, Alex. Let's see. I'm scrolling back, see if I missed anybody else. Ron said, my Buster's on the way. Man, Ron, let me know if you enjoy it. I am really enjoying mine. I'm loving the knife a ton. And if they make a second a V2 where they update and fix it, I'll get another one. But I'm shaking the whole table trying to look at the chat. But I'm not going to get rid of this one. I really like it. It's probably going to be one of my top budget recommendations. Well, I say budget on my channel. Under $100 is a budget friendly knife. And then I do an under 50 price point, which I think is like super affordable, but I haven't come up with a cool name for that. If you guys have channels, feel free to shout yourself out in the chat. Kevin Santer, yep, titanium makes all the difference. Ron says, I have a channel. Ron Crow got a channel. Definitely check it out. Marco, you're the man. You're such a good mod. Throwing all the links in there, man. I appreciate you, bro. You're going to have to send me your information. I'm going to send you a little thank you. I got something a little special I'm going to send your way. Just email it to me. Appreciate you, man. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, what was the Cutlery Shop exclusive that they did their shaman in? I think it's like a corrosive resistant or a better corrosive resistant with similar traits to D2. Gosh, I can't think of it. Kelly Mishmash. How did I miss Kelly? Kelly got a channel. Kelly got a channel. Definitely go check out Kelly too. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you keeping me in line. I'm bouncing all over the place. What was it? I'm trying to see if someone already told me. I'm scrolling back a little bit. I like a jack of all trades blade steel as opposed to a steel that is specialized in one thing or another. Yeah, that's another good point. That's another good point. Yep. JF, I've had one of their BD1Ns. Hold on. Today. Alexa's talking to me. In the news. Alexa, stop. I always forget she does it at this time. I need to go in there and see if I can get her to change the time at night she does that. Jay Dizzle on Instagram and as a knife modder. A very good one at that. I have a couple of in my inventory that I've been wanting to send to him for a long time, and I always get so distracted and busy that I forget. I know that I wanted to send the Arc 4 in Theory over to him, which I did find out Flytanium bought them, so I don't know if they're going to keep their current line or if they'll make other knives under that namesake. But I wanted to send that over there because I wanted to get that. Oh, what's the name of that? Arctic Blast? Is it Arctic Blast, J Dizzle? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah. I don't know if anyone can think. I can't think of that steel. I don't know if I've had their crew wear either, if I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about ordering the Bodacious. I'm not doing a pre-order. Spyderco's going to have to drop the darn thing, but I'm thinking about doing their Spy 27 Bodacious because I haven't tried the steel yet. Frost. Oh, you know what, J Dizzle? This is the one. This is one. Because I carry my arc form theory in tandem with this one all the time, and this is a gift from my wife. So I know it'll never go anywhere. But I love the theory, and I think it's a great, because of the blade shape, it's a great tandem with this one. So this, I wanted to just change the scale to match this one. Oh, I heard that someone barked. So I heard Blade HQ owned arc form, and that Flytanium bought arc form from, I don't know if they branched out or something. I don't know what's true or not true though. It's all hearsay in the end. Oh, I love the 9. I've had this for a few years. This is I think they went back to Vanex. This one was a batch that they did in Magna Cut. They did a great job, whoever their OE is on it. It holds an edge like I don't even know. Not like, I think the only other Magnet Cut that I've seen, so I have Spyderco Magnet Cut here, and I have the Quiet Carry. Both of these are equally good. When I did my test on Magnet Cut, I can't remember what the other knife was, but it didn't hold as good as these did. It might have been on a China knife. It might have been like, I don't think it was the Berg blade. I think it was another company. But I think it was like a Best Tech Magna Cut or something. And it was good, just not as good as these. I don't know, MPG. I heard that's what I had heard originally, and then someone in the YouTube community chat corrected me and said no, they do exclusives with Blade HQ, but they are still a standalone, and that they picked up arc form. I mean, that's what, I don't know. It's hearsay. Like there's nothing from either company saying that. He said, Jay Dizzle said, Chris Reeves has had what's your WC? Oh, your WC's on. Sorry, I'm at an angle, man. So like, I normally, when y'all watch my videos, normally this is the bottom and this is the top. Now this is the top and this is the bottom. Hopefully you guys heard that. My wife was calling. So I think it paused the live. So I just want to make sure before I hop off that I said bye to everyone. So I'm going to go check and see what my wife needs. I don't know if she's just on her way home from work and calling me or if she actually needs something. So I'm going to check on her. I hope all you have a good week. If you didn't hear me earlier, I'll try to pop on again another night here to chat with you guys. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Hope you all have a good week. I'll catch you next time. Peace.